Samsung's next-generation foldables are right around the corner, set to make waves in the second quarter of 2025. While leaks have already given us a tantalizing glimpse of what's to come, there's still so much left to uncover. A fresh report has just ignited even more anticipation, revealing that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will feature significantly more efficient displays, along with some intriguing design tweaks, especially for the Fold model. For years, Samsung's foldable lineup has revolved around just two models, the Z Fold and the Z Flip. But last year, the game changed with the introduction of the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition, albeit in limited markets. Now speculation is running wild that its successor, possibly named the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition 2, could launch globally in 2025. And if that wasn't exciting enough, Samsung is also preparing to introduce a budget-friendly Galaxy Z Flip Fan Edition, bringing the magic of foldables to even more users without the premium price tag. That being said, don't expect jaw-dropping changes with the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. Leaks suggest the upgrades will be more refined than revolutionary, with the Z Fold 7 possibly ditching some S Pen functionality in favor of a slimmer, sleeker profile. But there's a silver lining. Samsung is making serious strides in display efficiency, which could be a game-changer for battery life. For years, the Galaxy Z Fold series has been stuck with a 4,400 mAh battery, a capacity that's starting to feel restrictive. But this time, things are looking up. According to Tipster PandaFlash, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will boast highly efficient screens, potentially delivering a massive boost in battery life. Early tests even suggest the Z Fold 7 could last nearly an hour longer than its predecessor, a much-needed improvement. Another exciting detail, the Z Fold 7 is rumored to be powered by the cutting-edge Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chip. Meanwhile, Samsung has already confirmed that the Exynos 2500 will be at the heart of both the Z Flip 7 and the affordable Z Flip Fan Edition. But the company remains tight-lipped about the chipset for their next flagship foldable. As for design, don't expect a radical departure. The Z Fold 7 is set to retain the flat-frame aesthetic and familiar camera rings from the Z Fold 6. But here's where things get really interesting. Samsung's long-rumored tri-fold phone is still in the works. According to the latest leak, it won't stray too far from the Z Fold 7's design, hinting that it could feature a similar form factor with an additional foldable section. With Samsung doubling down on both premium and budget-friendly foldables, 2025 is shaping up to be an electrifying year for foldable smartphones. The future of mobile tech has never looked more exciting. Leaked CAD renders of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 have surfaced, offering a thrilling glimpse at its expanded display, refined dimensions, and ultra-slim profile. Quick comparison table. Stacking up the Galaxy Z Fold 7 against its predecessor, it's clear that Samsung is taking foldable innovation to the next level. While these details come from a reliable source, nothing beats the real thing. We can't wait to see how these changes feel in hand when Samsung finally unveils the device. Let's dive into the display, size, and thickness of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and see how it evolves from last year's Z Fold 6. Cover screen, a more comfortable experience. One of the biggest usability concerns with foldables has been the narrow outer display, and Samsung is finally addressing it. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 had a 68.1mm wide cover screen, which, while decent, still felt a bit cramped. Now Samsung is bumping that up to approximately 73mm on the Z Fold 7, making typing and scrolling feel more natural and effortless. That's not all. The Z Fold 7 is also expected to pack a larger 8.2-inch inner display, compared to 7.6 inches on the Z Fold 6 and a 6.5-inch outer display, up from 6.3 inches. This bigger, bolder display should elevate the experience for everything from multitasking to immersive gaming. Size, taller, wider, and more spacious. Samsung is tweaking the overall form factor to enhance usability. Here's how the dimensions compare. Galaxy Z Fold 6. Unfolded, 153.5 x 132.6 x 5.6mm. Folded, 153.5 x 68.1 x 12.1mm. Galaxy Z Fold 7. Expected. Unfolded, 158.4 x 143.1 x 4.5mm. Folded, 158.4 x 73x 9.5mm. This means the Z Fold 7 will be taller by about 5mm and significantly wider by over 10mm when unfolded. Even when folded, you'll get roughly 5mm more width, which should make the device more comfortable to use as a standard smartphone. Thickness, a sleeker, more refined build. If you thought last year's Z Fold 6 was slim, Samsung is taking things even further with the Z Fold 7. Z Fold 6 thickness. Unfolded, 5.6mm. Folded, 12.1mm. Z Fold 7. Expected thickness. Unfolded, 4.5mm. Folded, 9.5mm, including the camera bump. That's a dramatic reduction in thickness, making the Z Fold 7 one of the slimmest foldables yet. This could translate into better portability, a more refined feel, and a sleeker silhouette in daily use. What's next? With these exciting upgrades, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 is shaping up to be a game changer. A larger display, a wider cover screen, and an ultra-slim design. Samsung seems to be perfecting its foldable formula. While these leaks offer an early look, we're eager to see official confirmations and, most importantly, get some hands-on time with this stunning foldable. Would you upgrade to the Z Fold 7 based on these changes? Samsung's next foldable marvel, the Galaxy Z Fold 7, is finally here, and it's shaping up to be the company's thinnest and sleekest foldable ever. Thanks to a fresh leak from Android headlines, we now have our first detailed glimpse at Samsung's next-generation foldable, and trust us, this one's a game-changer. While the design doesn't stray far from the Z Fold 6, it introduces the biggest refinement we've seen in years for Samsung's Z Fold lineup, a familiar yet refined design. At first glance, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 might look like its predecessor, the same book-style fold, vertical camera layout, and sleek aluminum frame. But don't be fooled, Samsung has refined the details. Slimmer bezels on the inner display give it a more immersive look. The hinge is more streamlined, possibly reducing the crease and boosting durability. Overall, it feels like Samsung's most polished foldable yet. While the design language remains consistent, the subtle changes could make a big difference in everyday use. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is incredibly thin. Here's where things get really exciting. This might just be Samsung's slimmest foldable ever. Just 4.5 millimeters thick when unfolded. That's significantly thinner than the Z Fold 6. When folded, it's expected to measure around 9.8 millimeters, making it 2.3 millimeters thinner than last year's Fold 6. For comparison, Z Fold 6 Special Edition. 4.9 millimeters unfolded, 10.6 millimeters folded. Z Fold 6. 5.6 millimeters unfolded, 12.1 millimeters folded. Z Fold 7. 4.5 millimeters unfolded, 9.8 millimeters folded. Samsung has achieved this slim form without compromising durability, which is a huge engineering feat. However, the camera bump remains a mystery. Leaks suggest it's just 0.5 millimeters, but if Samsung is indeed using a 200-megapixel sensor, expect a slightly chunkier camera module. Even with this, the Fold 7 will be one of the thinnest book-style foldables in the world, just slightly behind Oppo's Find N5, 4.2 millimeters unfolded, 8.93 millimeters folded. A bigger, more usable display. One of the biggest complaints about Samsung's foldables has been the narrow cover screen. That might finally change with the Fold 7's wider, more spacious outer display. 8.2-inch inner display, slightly larger than before. 6.5-inch cover screen, now wider for improved usability. 158.4 x 143.1 x 4.5 millimeters dimensions, making the cover screen 11 millimeters wider than the Fold 6. This fixes one of the Fold's biggest weaknesses, a cramped outer screen that wasn't the most comfortable for typing. Now, one-handed use should feel much better. Under the hood, power meets efficiency. Samsung isn't holding back when it comes to performance. Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, same as the S25 series, will power the Fold 7. Rumors suggest a 7-core variant for better thermals. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos covering tech trends, gadgets,